So now he can just ply his trade on the dartboard with the support of his network and hopefully pick up some more wins. He might just win this leg here.
To leave 50, and he's hit the single 18 for double 16 once again. Found it in the previous leg and he's found it again. And a 104 checkout to go with the 150 in the opener, and there is the break.
Needs to progress to maybe winning on a big stage somewhere. What a leg this is. Tops. Double 10 is good for a 12 darter. You can't give Searle a chance where Tops is involved. There's why. An immediate break for Ryan Searle. Rule number one when you play him is don't give him a shot at top.
Barry for Tops here.
Game shot. And
Barry in the ascendancy, leading by 2 legs to 1.
They're the shots that give.
I say pretty decent. You take a look at the average and it's about 105.
Game shot.
And climbing, because that's a 14 darter. It's 3 legs on the spin and he is averaging 106 now.
By Jamie Clark, who needed a 15 darter in the last leg to win his last match. Here he needs a 12 somehow. And it might be on Tops. Oh, Jamie Clark! Take a bow. What a shot! He loved that. Let's see what the reaction is from Ryan, who would dearly love to have a shot at Tops. He gets one. Oh, look at this.
Because let's face it, he will start this match as a massive underdog, but well, he's looking at 108 here to get the first leg on the board. And he's got it with a 108 checkout as well, so there's further evidence to suggest that an upset could be on the cards. 1-0.
Very impressive from Stephen Burton.
Before I knew you, Paul, I did go down a similar road, so I've got to take my hat off to go, and I'm a big fan of that.
I didn't think you'd do anything like that. What's Wright going to do with a 110?
Can you imagine that?
I can imagine Wright doing something like that. I imagined him hitting that as well. We always say the good sign for a checkout like that is how good the single is. The single, boy, oh.
Of course, his argument, people might say, well, it's a similar environment, but I think there's something in that. You know, people do take some comfort from that, but Searle is taking no comfort from this. Yeah, potentially a pivotal moment, because it's maybe another break of throw in the offing as well for Gerwyn Price, and the breaks of throw at this stage of the match will be almost twice as valuable as they are earlier on. But here Gerwyn Price might just be haunting the
45
darts of Peter Wright.
That may have been the tiniest bit of karma, because he's already eliminated 2 people with a 170. To have one hit against him, you'd have to say, well, fair enough. But what a save that is! Wow! Here's me thinking
Stephen Burton. If he goes all the way. Bunting. Goes all the way on the 116. Takes it out on double top under no real pressure from Willie O'Connor. That's a hold of throw to cut the gap. But O'Connor still in the...
And he just was outside the wire. Now then, 17 for Tops here for Searle.
Game shot.
117 checkout, double 10. Humphries punished. Searle was 4 down. Could easily have been 5 down. Instead, he's just 1 down. And Wright is looking at Shanghai on 20s here for a 4-0 lead and another break of throw. And that's a big problem for Johnny Clayton, because he's found the trouble. That's the easy part. Tops for 4-0 for Peter Wright. And that will really sting Johnny Clayton, because that was the chance he had to get 1 leg on the scoreboard. He missed 3 darts at double 18.
Well, this to close it out. Starts on the ball, leaves treble 20 for double 18. Double 18 it is. And there it is, a 1-2-1 checkout for Daryl Gurney. A 6-2 victory. A little bit of revenge for the 14. Oh my word, what are you doing, Steve?
52.
You can't let this bloke have a go at 121, surely. You'd be mad to. Mad! Absolutely senseless from the Adonis, who finds himself 5-1
previous visit. He might not be laughing in a second. 51 for Bull. Centre button. Oh, that's not an impression of Santa Claus, I assure you. But he's going to feel like that's a present to himself. Great shot from Snake.
Capable of clawing this situation back, and he's got down to 119. So Heta here looking at 61 now with 2 darts remaining. And he's got the trouble to leave at double 14. Ooh, and he's squeezed it in as well. And that will hurt Mensur Suljovic. Of all the numbers on the board, of all...
So if he wants to stay in this, 121. Lovely. Don't get greedy. Bullseye. Double kicks the oki. And hits the bullseye to keep it going. That has to be admired, because he's on the verge of being pushed off the cliff, and Cross is going nowhere.
Right, he'll probably go for the bullseye first up as a result. So treble 13 for double 16. And so efficient, so clinical. Surgery from the world number 2 and world champion Peter.
That he was going to take that out. Peter right now for a chance for another break, and what a timely break it would be. 1-2-1 is the target. Treble 17 for Bullseye is the only way to go here. He's got the treble 17. Bull finish for Peter Wright for a 7-5 lead. He's taking it out in style, and that is an absolute sickener for Gerwyn Price, who just shakes his head in disbelief at...
As against Jim Williams, he was unable to take his chances. And this would be a nice way to finish it off.
Game shot on the match.
Absolutely wonderful stuff from Gerwyn Price. A 12-darter, a 3-figure check.
An attempt at tops from Jackpot. Is he going to be hit hard again on the bullseye? He is, you know. 4 20s for Bull. There's 3. There's 4. And there's the Bull for 3-3. And that typical feistiness from the Hurricane blows over the Polish Eagles flag in leg. But he does need that little piece, just a tiny piece. Look at this.
Oh,
it's extraordinary.
Oh, yes. Oh, Williams, how about this? 1-4-4 checkout, 12-darter for a 4-1.
Gerwyn 1-4-4. You suspect this has to go. He's got the treble 18. He's got another one as well for good measure. Double 18 for MVG. What a moment of class and a moment of inspiration for the former world number 1 and the former world champion.
The third one, Rob.
This is for the match. 15s. Oh, match start at tops to finish it with a flourish.
Game shot on the match.
Rob Cross is gone. He tried so hard to fight back, but ultimately it was a haymaker from Snakebite to get rid of him. And it took that as well, because you knew for a fact that Rob Cross cast a minor shadow over it, giving Beaton a bonus shot at 146. Hello. Goodbye to leg 2. That one sting. That is going to be something to watch. Demo, a bit of a mainstay. 3rd season on the PDC tour now. He's looking for a 150 checkout to start his first leg of the campaign. Oh boy, what a way to start, Demo.
Well, a baptism at double 9 as well, and Heta, having taken out 150 in the opener, is looking at it once again. 2 treble 19s. There's the first. There's the second. History repeating itself here for Damon Heta. Oh my word. 150 checkout once again, this time for a 5-1 lead. And he's produced a piece of magic not once, but twice.
You just That's his perfect first dart. This should be a max.
180.
His perfect first start is just left of centre under the top wire. The problem is Ryan Searle's on a finish. That finish. 6-4 Searle. And even though Wright was perfect with the previous visit, it didn't mean anything in the course of the...
Another? Double top for a 160. Oh, Jim Williams has hit back so well when he was on low for a spot in the last 16. Winner faces Ryan Searle. Bunting can wrap it up here. 60-60 tops. That's the first 60. There's the next one, double top. What a way to win it, Stephen Bunting. It is a 6-2 battering of the former match play champion Dimitri van den Berg. 4 180s in there from the bullet, and incredibly, he has won 6
down because I was dizzy.
180.
Well, that's absolutely stunning from Ryan Searle. Luke Humphries 161. This would be a great riposte though. Bouncing off the ropes, Luke Humphries with a bullseye finish. 161, just when it looks as though Ryan Searle was going to have another. It opens the door here for Gurney. Gurney on 164, and he's got the treble 20. Can he find the treble 18? Yes, he can. Just now it's Gurney's turn to have a look at the bullseye, and there is a 164 checkout for Daryl Gurney for a 2-1 lead. First dart is gorgeous. Loads of room for one more. Bullseye for the 170. Gerwyn Price. What a way to finish things off. 6-1 the scoreline, and he finishes with the biggest of the lot. 170 checkout. Today. Price looking at it once again here. And he's found 2 right in the corner. Oh, and he's produced another moment of magic. Gerwyn Price. A 7-0 walloping of Boris Kirchmar.
Through to the semi-finals of board 5. That's 2. That's not the end of the world. Is it the end of the game? It is, because Hop has done more than enough to beat Jake Jones by...
And that could be that. Barry on 61, and the way he's been playing, you'd fancy him here. Double 18, inside for double 9 for the match. And Keen Barry squeezes it in. And the number 4...
I think he thought that was in. For a second, I did too. Ooh, treble 14. That's only just in the 16.
Game shot.
But that is definitively in the double 16, which gives him a 4-0 lead.
Well, I know I've only turned up.
And as it is, Burton is looking at 62 for what would be a stunning victory. Single 14, single 16, double 16 for Stephen Burton. And a huge...
Skinny 1, fat 3, give up.
I know Sean taking a punt on this one. 18 for double 16. I said that somewhat tentatively. Should have been a bit more forceful. We know how good Peter Wright is on double 6. Ryan will not expect to be back. Double 16.
Game shot.
And he won't be back. It's 5-4.
Well, Luke Humphries was 4-2 down in his semi-final against Daryl Gurney, but he came back, he responded really well. Got himself in front at 5-4 as he takes the opening leg in this final. And the concern was...
And they're not very frequent nowadays, let's be honest. He might have to beat Gerwyn Price at some point, but it has to be considered a decent opportunity for him as he gets the first leg on the board.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago.
Match start missed. And Humphries punishes in an absolute cracker.
Really did in the world of good, but Joe Cullen 66. So double 12 inside for double 6 for Joe Cullen for the match, and a 6-1 win, and the Masters champion safely through to round 3 on day.
Tops mean that Jim Williams has a chance to beat the world #1. Okay, 45 scored. Yep. Leaves him 21.
21 left.
Always good to check with the marker. Don't want to make a miscount at this point, because it's a big win right there for the taking. And he does take it, Jim Williams. A 6-4 victory. Some excellent stuff from both men.
Flipped through his fingers. It's on the Williams throw anyway, so it's no real great damage done for Boris as far as that's concerned, if he takes it out. Double 8 here, though, for Williams to get a leg on the scoreboard. And my word, he could do with it.
Game shot.
And he's used that first dart very nicely indeed.
On the other streaming board, but he has left himself 3 match darts if this does not go. It'll be 1 dart at double 16 for Heta. That's all he needs. Holds his nerve, holds his throat, and forces Peter Wright.
Bahada just had a quick glance over to the scoreboard just to see where he was at, but nothing I can do about this now. Heta with 48 to find with 2 darts, so double 16.
Game shot.
And I tell you what, Damon Heta's not missing much on the double.
Williams back.
Game shot.
Yeah, good darts, Jim Williams. Just the one dart at the double, but he really fancied it, Ricky Evans. Why wouldn't you when you throw that quickly? Just following the first dart must seem child's play.
Game shot.
Double top, Kim Hybrex.
Then a Masters rematch, Cullen and Chisnell. Double 16 is the chosen target for Kim as well. And battles will be won and lost on that bed in this match. Of that, I assure you. 2-1 retirement, which he really does pin his hat on. It's going to be 16s at the end. Can he do it for 4-1? Silly question.
Well, I've got to say, Paul, you tipped him up at the start of the day, and we hope and pray that Burton does not break for a second time. 70 is the target. Tops he wants, inside for double 10. Oh, sorry, stays there. I misread the line of that first.
Double 9. Didn't work out for him. Ricky gets tops and does get tops. We've got a level game. He threatened, but it might be more match darts for Anderson. It is 2 more. Don't like double 10. Doesn't matter. He pins it. A 6-3 victory. The game going, I think, to its rightful owner. The risk of not getting promoted at all, of course. That's the equivalent.
Game shot.
Oh, that's good from Scott Williams. He does play.
Oh, the fundamentals that he's got are brilliant. You can't do what he's done in the game without it.
Game shot.
But Jake Jones is in this game now. He's got something to build upon.
I think the problem is he needs 3 clear darts at doubles at the moment, Clearmaker. That's the limitations that he's got. And Clemens steps in and just re-establishes that lead of 2 legs once again.
Two darts for a level game.
Game shot.
Only needs the 1.
2 times a winner on the Pro Tour last year. Gerwin Price, Peter Wright picking up 4 of these titles.
Oh, what a shot. He was given this chance by Gerwin. He's got to gobble it up. Double 16. Got to pick the angle, Pete. Oh, it's a perler. Just bypasses that other dart, and it's 3-3. This one could be going long, but you have a great attempt. Heart and mouth stuff there for Montgomery in leg number 1 as he looks at 76. And it's tops.
Game shot.
Very good first leg. Where he went looking. Great dart.
Game shot.
And a good adjustment for that double 8 as well. Well, in fact, I can tell you that so far this weekend, taking all the players and all their games into account,
180.
that Big Bad Boris Kritschmar is averaging more than 100. As Cross looks at double 10 and pins it, it is just a hold of throw. It is the very least he required. Technical black hole, but I will raise an issue. I'm interested in your take at the next leg. Let's see if Beaton can actually get a leg on the board here. 17s, double 12. He's hit it once. There we go. This time he hits it when he wants it. And Steve Beaton, that.
Now a tinge of disappointment that Lewis has got double 12
Game shot.
and has taken it when the opportunity comes back into this leg potentially, but only if Montgomery makes a mistake. Tops it is for 4-2.
Game shot.
Oh, that's beautiful from Montgomery. He's taking his chance.
Clearmaker in position first, double 10.
Game shot.
And this time he only needs 1 dart. And Clearmaker has turned this around. He trailed 4-2. He now leads.
now where's your money? On Ross the Boss?
Game shot.
You'd have been right if you said...
Of just making the most of your opportunities. 80 is the target. Tops this time, surely. Yes, that's what he missed in the previous opportunity, but he takes it this time around, and he's now 1 away from what would be a stud.
We'll get into that in a little bit more detail in a second as he goes for this 81 checkout, sorry. Double six.
Game shot.
Looks very good indeed to get a 12 darter there.
Big number. 59 years old. Double 12. Double six. 2-1. Plum in the double six, that one. Absolute beaut.
Started well, made a quarter-final on day one, but he failed to get past the last 32 on each of the remaining 3 days, but just about did enough to get one of those places on the order of merits.
Game shot.
And he's just about done enough there as well to open up a 4-1 lead.
He don't waste a dart, and that's exactly what the Hurricane did previously. But it is a break opportunity for Ratajski. Is that in double 18? I know that's in double 16.
Yep, game shot.
He's right. What a shot. Somewhat exhibition style. Ooh, it's fist pump time.
You'd rather be right on 86 than Clayton on 66. Perhaps it's a more orthodox route to glory here. Another one of those for the bullseye. Oh, and Peter Wright is not.
And he's wearing a dart shirt today that's very reminiscent of Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat.
36.
Is he going to go for this? Today we've seen people reject these shots, but I don't think Wright is that silly. See, that's what you do. Get yourself back in the match. A bit of a hurdle, a bit of a barrier. Nothing in the way of 70 with 2 darts. Double 5 for the boss.
Game shot.
Takes his chance.
As well, reaching the semi-finals. But there is always this danger that you feel with Bunting that he is going to just slip off the radar or just suffer a big downturn in form. But it's great to see him still where he is at the moment. He's number 20 in the world. Number 20 plays number 9. And it's Bunting who's dominating this one so far. That was more.
Oh, he's gone for 54. Oh, good move. 12 darter. Ryan Searle.
Round. One of these two will join them. Price is favourite.
Game shot.
And that is an 11 dart leg. Maybe this is the section of the game where his scoring does just go into overdrive. Can carve out an opportunity, and then 2 missed darts at double, and Peter Wright is sat there ready to pounce. He could go double-double. He does go double-double. And that from Peter Wright is absolutely magnificent, because he has hit his last 4.
World champion. Humphries down to 124, Waits down to 96. Who's going to blink first in this one? 76 for Waits. He's got the chance at double 8. I thought he may have gone double-double, but he knew exactly what he was doing there. And this is just getting to be a little bit interesting.
And he's in the madhouse. Can he get to the magical number 4? Number 4. Yes, he can. The curse is lifted.
Maybe Peter Wright's going to have to find his A++++ game. Double 1.
Game shot.
Another double towards